Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, everyone. So, in our previous class we have discussed about the introduction of the trigonometry functions, that is angle, how to define angle, what are the measures of angle. So many measures are there, but we have mainly used only two. One is radian measure, the another one is degree measure. How to measure degree measure of an angle, how to measure radian measure. Okay, so these two things we have discussed in our previous class, and the relation between the radian measure and degree measure of an angle. All these things we have discussed, and we have discussed some problems also converting from radian measure to degree measure to radian measure. Everything we have discussed in our previous classes. What is angle? Angle is the amount of rotation, measure of rotation. Okay, so we are going to rotate one ray from one initial side to some terminal side. In anti-clockwise means the amount of rotation is called as our angle. Suppose I am rotating the one ray from initial side to terminal side in clockwise direction, mean the amount of rotation, amount of angle is called as negative of the angle. Okay, so these things we have already discussed. Okay, now we are going to discuss about that trigonometric functions and how to find out the values of the trigonometric functions. We have already known that we have 6 trigonometric functions already defined. You have already known, you have already studied some problems based on that. The sin x, sin theta, that is one trigonometric function. Sin theta, cos theta, that is sin x, cos x, tan x. And the reciprocal of these three functions, cosecant x. Cosecant x is the reciprocal of sine. Secant x is the reciprocal of cos. Cot x, cot is the reciprocal of tan. So therefore, three major main functions, sin x, cos x, and tan x, and the reciprocals, other three functions, cosecant x, secant x, cot x. Okay, totally we have 6 functions. Okay, totally we have 6 trigonometric functions defined. We have already known that. Okay, now we are going to find out the value at some angles. What about cos 30? What about cos 60? What about cos 0? Okay, that is we are going to discuss today. Right. So how to define? So these things also you have already studied in your 10th standard, but again we are going to recall everything. So first of all, consider that a unit circle. This is an unit circle. Okay. Unit circle means some other students are thinking that the arc length is 1, not like that. It is radius is 1. Okay. So this is considered as an unit circle. Right. Suppose I am taking this is a point A, B, and this is C, this is D. Okay. This point is nothing but 1, 0. Why 1, 0? This is the radius. Okay. Because I am considering the unit circle. This is the unit circle. Right. So therefore, this is unit circle. I have already told that unit circle means the radius of the circle is 1. Okay. The circle, unit circle, right. And this is the point of 0, 1. This point is minus 1, 0. Okay. And this point is 0, minus 1. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to take some P point on the circle. This is P. Okay. And this distance is I'm taking as A. Okay, this height is I am taking as B. This is the radius, it is 1. Okay, look at that. This is my origin. My OM, this is taken as M. My OM as A, MP as some B, and my OP as 1. And this is taken as theta or X. I am taking as X, angle X. Okay, OAOP angle, that is AOP angle. Okay, so therefore let let us consider the unit circle. In that unit circle, let us consider the angle AOP as x. AOP is equal to x. Okay, and consider OM is equal to A and MP is equal to B. Right, then this point is defined as A comma B. Are you okay? This point is defined as A comma B. Right. Now come to that. What is my cos x, cos theta? You've already studied in lower classes 10 standard. Cos theta is defined as adjacent side by hypotenuse. This is a right angle triangle. Okay, so adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is my adjacent side? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Okay, adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is my adjacent side? Look at that. This is the angle x. The adjacent side is A. What is my hypotenuse? That is 1. So therefore the answer is A. That means what is that? Your cos x is equal to A. So therefore, similarly your sin x. What is my sin x? Opposite side. Opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Okay. What is my opposite side by hypotenuse? Opposite side is B. Your hypotenuse is 1. So therefore this is B. Okay. So please note that my cos x equal to A, my sin x is equal to B. That means look at that. Look at any point P on the circle. That means P is any point on the circle with some distance. X distance is A and Y distance is B. Okay, X coordinate is A, Y coordinate is B. So therefore this A, what is this A? Yeah, this A is equal to cos x and this B is equal to sin x. Okay, right. Suppose I am considering this point here. Here I am taking PB any point on the circle, unit circle, and the coordinates of the point as A comma B. Suppose I am considering the point here, that means the P point coincide with A, right? My coordinates are 1, 0. That means this is my A, this is my B. You please try to understand. So at 1 comma at A 1 comma 0, what is my cos x? Okay, my cos x as 1. Okay, my sin x, what is my sin x? My sin x is 0. But look at that, what is your x? That is important point. Okay, based on this result, cos x is A, sin x is B. I am writing that my cos x is 1, sin x is 0, because this is my, this point is my A, this point is my B. Okay, your A is equal to, at this point, what is my A? My A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0. So therefore, my cos x is equal to 1, sin x is equal to 0. But what is your x? The angle is 0 degree. If your point is coming here, coming to this point A, okay, so your angle is 0 degree. This is 0 degree. This is 0 degree. So therefore, this is 0. Your cos 0 degree is 1 and sin 0 is 0. So that is the answer, which implies, okay, your cos 0 degree is 1, sin 0 degree is 0. Okay, cos 0 is 1 and sin 0 is 1. Okay, but look at that here. What about your A square plus B square? Your A square plus B square is equal to, what is A? A means cos x the whole square. That is cos square x plus sin square x. Okay, we know that cos square x plus sin square x is 1. Okay, so this is nothing but your A square. Look at that, this right angle triangle, Pythagoras theorem formula. What is Pythagoras theorem formula? Sum of the squares of these two is equal to square of the hypotenuse. Sides square, sum of the sides square is equal to square of the hypotenuse. A square plus B square is equal to 1. That is cos square plus sin square is equal to 1. So that means this is 1. A square plus B square is 1 because of Pythagoras theorem. This is cos square x plus sin square x. So therefore we are getting cos square x plus sin square x is 1. Okay, right. So another important point, if you take this P at A, you will get 0 degree. If you take this P at B, this is 90 degree. Your 90 is denoted as pi by 2. Okay, so please try to understand. I am drawing here again. Draw the circle, unit circle only. Another diagram for your reference. I am drawing. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you take the point P here, it is 0 degree. Okay, if you take the point P here, that is a general point. Okay, take the point P here, so therefore it is 90 degree. Pi by 2, this total degree is 90. Okay, that is pi by 2, 90 degree or pi by 2 radian. Okay, if you take the point here, this is the point B, this is the point A, this is C. C means your angle is pi, 180 degree, 180 degree or pi radian. Okay, suppose the point is taken here, D. Okay, you will get the angle is 3 pi by 2. Okay, right. Suppose in this point, you may consider 0 degree. Okay, or 2 pi also, 2 pi radian, 360 degree. So therefore, if you take a point P here, okay, so it may be considered as 0 degree or one full revolution, that is 2 pi degree, 2 pi radian or 360 degree also. So therefore, it is based on our considering. If you consider only without any revolution means it is 0 degree. If you take one full revolution means, so that is 2 pi radian, otherwise 360 degree. Okay. So therefore, suppose I am taking a point here and consider the degree as 0 means my cos 0 is equal to 1, sin 0 is equal to 0. Why? It is based on, look at that. This is my A at 1 comma 0. This is my A. This is my B. So if you take any point P here, this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. If I am taking P here, this is my x coordinate, this is my y coordinate, this is my A, this is my B. My A is 1, B is 0. What is actually cos x? Look at that, my cos x is A. Look at that here, my cos x is A. What is my A at point A, capital A? So my small a is 1. So therefore, this is 1 and x is 0 degree. So therefore, cos 0 is equal to 1, sin 0 is equal to 0. Based on this, b is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 degree. Okay. Suppose at B, what happened? At the point B, what is my value? So I am taking at B is equal to 0 comma 1. Okay. Actually, what is my cos 90? At B, the angle is 90 degree. At B, the angle is 90 degree I pi by 2 radian. You can read as cos pi by 2 or cos 90. Both are correct. Okay, so therefore cos pi by 2, this is my area A. This is my A, this is my B. Okay, so look at that. My cos x is equal to A and sin x is equal to B. If you take any point on the unit circle, my cos x is A and sin x is B. Okay, so therefore my cos x is equal to, since my cos x is equal to A means this is my A. What is my A? A is 0. What is sin? Sin pi by 2. This is my B. This is my B. It is 1. Okay, based on this result, I am writing my angle is 90 and my A is 1. Here my angle is 90, my A is 0. Here my B is 1. Okay, please try to understand. Cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. Please look at that. Look at this diagram. When you take an angle here, that means the point P here, your initial side is OA. Okay, look at that. Your initial side is OA. If you take a point P here, okay, and join P and A or some other angle, okay, so you'll get a right angle triangle. So therefore, your coordinate is A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. So please try to understand. In a circle, So this is a unit circle. I'm sorry. So I will draw the another circle here. Okay, if you take any point P, okay, the x coordinate is A, y coordinate is B. Okay, and but what is your cos x? Cos of the angle. What is that angle? That angle is a angle between this AOP. This is the angle x. Okay, if you take P here, you'll get your angle is here like that AOP. This is your x. If you take P here, okay, right. So therefore, your cos x is A, sin x is B. That is the x coordinate and y coordinate because we are considering one of the unit circle. Okay, the radius is 1. Right. So based on this, this is my A, this is my B. So therefore my cos pi by 2 is equal to 0, sin pi by 2 is equal to 1. Why? Suppose I am taking my P here, my angle is 90 degree, pi by 2 radian. Okay, so therefore this cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. Okay, what about my C? At C, what is my C? My C point is minus 1 comma 0. Minus 1 comma 0 means, so what is my cos x? My x means angle. My angle is cos pi. My cos pi is minus 1, this value A. My sin pi is 0. Okay, similarly at the last point at D is equal to 0 comma minus 1. Okay, what is my cos 3 pi by 2? This is 3 pi by 2. My cos 3 pi by 2 is 0 and sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Okay, so therefore these are the important values of the sine and cos functions, trigonometric functions. Okay, right. So another important point. So now I am taking at A, B, C, D. If you take again it is A, it is again it is 0. Suppose I am taking at A. So suppose I am considering one full revolution at A is equal to 1 comma 0. One full revolution, that means my x is equal to, full revolution means my x is equal to 360 degree or 2 pi radian. Okay, I'm going to consider that 2 pi radian or 360 degree, right? So therefore at x A is equal to 1 comma 0, suppose I'm considering 360 degree means what is my sine 2 pi? What is my cos 2 pi? Okay, so my cos 2 pi is again it is 1 because my A is 1. Okay, my sin 2 pi is 0. Again I am getting the same 0 degree. This is cos 0 degree. Okay, and this is sin 0 degree. So now therefore look at that. So for after 360 you are getting the same, again the same repeated values of 0 to 360. So for one revolution, you will get different sine value and cos value. For one revolution, you will get one different sine values and cos values. Okay. But after completing one revolution, again the values repeated. Suppose if you take 360, 370 degree means you will get sine 360. Look at that. Your sine 370 is equal to sine 10. Because sine 360 is your one complete revolution. After one complete revolution, again the same 0 degree, 10 degree are again repeating. Okay, so that is called as period of the function. So that will be studying later. Okay, so therefore the important note is, so after 360 degree, okay, we are getting the same repeated values for sine and cosine functions, cos functions. Okay, so therefore you please take that, we will discuss. Look at the next slide. So your note is sine of 2n pi x. Again, it is sine x. Okay, for n belongs to z. Your cos of 2n pi x, 2n pi plus x is again cos x, where n belongs to z. Okay, you please try to understand. So your 2 pi is the one revolution, one complete rotation. Okay, so this is one complete rotation. For 0 to 2 pi, we will get different sine values, different cos values. Okay, but after that, that means if you are again go for further one more revolution means, okay, the same values repeated for sine and cos. Okay, so this is taken as 4 pi, two revolutions. Suppose I am taking one more revolution, this is taken as 6 pi. Okay, suppose I am taking one more revolution, this is taken as 8 pi. Okay, so therefore, again for every 2 pi, for every one revolution, we will get the again same value of sine values and cos values. Okay, so in opposite direction also, suppose I am taking like that, sir, negative values, sir. This is minus 360. Okay, one revolution. Again taken another revolution, again you will get the same values, repeated values. Okay, 0 to minus 2 pi, what are the values we are getting? The same values will get minus 2 pi to minus 4 pi. Okay, so therefore for every one revolution, we'll get the same value, sine values and cos values. So therefore, please try to understand. So that is denoted as, if you give n is equal to 1, you'll get 2 pi plus x. That is sine x. If you get n is equal to 2, 4 pi plus x. That is also sine x. Okay, suppose if you put n is equal to 3, 6 pi plus x, that is also sin x. Similarly for cos. This means for every 2 pi, that means for every one revolution, you will get the same sine value, cos value, cosine values. For any integer, n is equal to, n belongs to is that. Okay. Yes, some students having some doubts. Okay. So this is pi. X is pi. Suppose at C, I have already told that if you take a point P here, this is 90 degree, pi by 2. Pi by 2 or 90 degree. If you take a point here, this is my C. At C, the angle is pi. Okay. At C, the angle is pi degree. That is 180 degree or pi. Okay. At D, so this is 3 pi by 2. Okay. We have already told that. We have already discussed that. 0 degree. Okay. 90 degree. 180 degree. Okay. 270 degree. 360 degree. These are degree values. So the radian is, this is degree, this is radian. So how it is mentioned radian? 0 degree is 0 radian. 90 degree means pi by 2. Why? We have already known that your 360 degrees equal to 2 pi radians. 180 degrees equal to pi radians. 90 degrees equal to pi by 2 radians. And this is pi radian. Okay, and this is 3 pi by 2 radians. Actually, this is 0 pi by 2, this is 2 pi by 2. 2 cancel. This is 3 pi by 2. This is 4 pi by 2. 2 cancel, we'll get 2 pi. Okay, so therefore, if you take a point here, this is your angle. Your x is pi. Okay, this is your pi. Right. So, okay, sir, you are telling that cos pi, sin 3 pi by 2, sin 0, cos 0. What about cos 40, sin 40? We have value for that. Okay, so now we are going to find out some standard values. So you are telling for 0, 90. Okay, yes. I'm going to discuss about that. You please wait. We are going to discuss about that. What is the value of sine 30? What is the value of sine 45? What is the value of sine 60, cos 60, everything. Okay, these are the standard values. So apart from these standard values, if we need sine 40, cos 40 means we have to apply some formula, we have to simplify and then only we will get it. Is it not possible to find out all the values? Okay, so we can remember, we can understand, we can prove some standard values. Sine 0, what is cos 0, what is the value? Sine 90, what is the value? Cos 90, what is the value? Okay, so now I am proving that, discussing that what is cos pi by 2, sin pi by 2, cos pi, sin pi, cos 3 pi by 2, sin 3 pi by 2, similarly cos 2 pi, sin 2 pi, everything. Okay, so the next thing we are going to prove that sin pi by 3, what is the value? Sin pi by 4, what is the value? So that is we are going to discuss. Okay, right. So it is not possible to remember all the values of sin 40, cos 40. It is not possible to remember everything. We have to apply some formula to find out those values. Okay, right. You please note that. We'll go for the next one. So the conclusion is, I conclude that values, what is sin x, cos x. Okay, what is sin 0? It is 0. What is sin pi by 2? What is sin pi? What is 3 pi by 2? What is 2 pi? Okay, this is sin pi by 2 is 1. Here it is 0. Here it is minus 1. Here again it is 0. Similarly, cos 0 is 1. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Cos pi is minus 1. Here it is 0. Here it is plus 1 again. Okay, these values we have found out now. At the point, this is A, this is B, C, D. Okay, and again it is A, right? So after that, what happens, sir? So you are concluding that up to 2 pi, sir. What is the value of the next 90? Here, look at that. The difference between these two is 90 degree. Okay, that is pi by 2 radian. Difference between these two is pi by 2 radian or 90 degree. This is also pi by 2 radian or 90 degree. The difference between these two is 90 degree, pi by 2 radian. This is also. Similarly, if you add one more pi by 2, what happens? The next value, next pi by 2 value, 2 pi plus pi by 2. Okay, actually this is 4 pi by 2. If you add one more pi by 2, that is 5 pi by 2. Okay, right. Suppose if you add one more pi by 2, that is 6 pi by 2. Your 6 pi by 2 is nothing but 3 pi. Cancel it. Okay, right. If you add one more pi by 2, 6 pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is 7 pi by 2. If you add one more pi by 2, that is 8 pi by 2. That means 90 degree. I am adding 90 degree. This is 4 pi. This is nothing but 4 pi. So what are the values there? So look at that. We have some sequence 0, 1, 0. Alternatively, 0 is coming for every 90 degree for sine. But here plus 1, here minus 1. Again, I will get plus 1, 0, minus 1, 0. Okay. Right now, look at that. Here plus 1, 0, minus 1, 0, plus 1. Again, it is 0, minus 1, 0, plus 1. Are you okay? So follow the sequence. Right. Now look at that. Right. So I'm getting the same value. Here it is 5 by 2. So this 0 value I'm repeating here. This 1 is again repeating here. This 0 is again repeating here. Okay. This minus 1 is repeating here. Okay. Again this 0 is repeating here. Okay. For look at that. For the length 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, all the values after the 2 pi, all the values are repeating. Similarly, not only for 2 pi, again next to 2 pi, after 4 pi, this after 4 pi, this is 4 pi, 8 pi by 2. Okay, so the next one is 9 pi by 2. Again the same value repeated. Please try to understand this initial value 0 here is there. The next value here it is 1, the 1 is again repeated. Okay, similarly this one is here. Okay, this 0 again it will repeat it. Why repeating? Why sir these values are repeating? Because of revolution. So up to this we will get one revolution, one complete rotation, one revolution, 0 to 2 pi. If you rotate again, you will get the same values. That is the meaning. If you complete two rotations means you will get up to this value. If you complete another one more rotation means you will get up to 6 pi like that. Okay, so therefore, so the for one full rotation we will get the different values of sine and cos. After that we will get the same values. That is we are writing in mathematically. That is we are writing in mathematically sine 2n pi plus x is again x. That means the same value. If you put n is equal to 1 or 2 or minus 1 or minus 2, okay, so sine 2 pi plus x or minus 2 pi plus x, again we will get sine x. Similarly, cos 2 pi plus x, cos minus 2 pi plus x, everything is again cos x only we are getting. Okay, right. So you please note that this is true for n, true for every integer. Okay. You please note this result also. This is also very important. We'll go for the next. Sine of 2n pi plus x is sin x. Cos of 2n pi plus x is cos x. Where n is any integer. Okay, now look at that. My conclusion is, now conclude that your sine x is equal to 0, which implies what are the x values? What are the angles making sine of the angle is 0? What are the x values? Angle values. Look at that. Your sine 0 is 0. Okay, next sine pi is 0. Are you okay? Similarly, look at that sine 2 pi is 0. Sine 3 pi, this is 3 pi. 3 pi is 0. Yeah, some students asking doubt in 13th slide. Dear students, look at that. You put n is equal to 0. What is the answer? N is equal to 0 in this. N is an integer. N is equal to 0. N is equal to 0 means what happened? Your sin x is equal to sin x. Are you okay? And put n is equal to 1. Integer. N is an integer. Sin 2 pi plus x equal to sin x. Okay, you please try to understand, my dear student. This is my x. Okay, suppose I am taking this is my 2 pi plus x. Yeah, please try to understand. This is one full complete rotation, complete revolution is 2 pi. Again, I'm adding plus x. So this is my x, this is my 2 pi plus x. Okay, so for these two values, sine of, this is angle. Your angle is different. So please try to understand your angle x may be, here it is an acute angle, but here it is in 2 pi plus x is more than 360. Okay, so therefore, but this 2 pi plus x and sin x having the same value. Why? Because in this unit circle, I am taking this is P. Okay, suppose I am getting A comma B. Okay, what is my sine? Sine x is B. Okay, suppose I am getting that angle is again one full rotation and come to here. Okay, again my sine x is B only. My sin x is b only. Okay, because why we have to take this again, we'll make a triangle, right angle triangle. Okay, and I will get the sin x is b only, right? So therefore, for every 2 pi radians, after completing one revolution, I will get a same value for sine and cos function after 2 pi radians, after 360 radian. So please try to understand. This will help you to understand easily. Sine of 370 degree is nothing but sine 10 degree. Okay, so your sine 360 is one revolution, complete revolution, leave that. Okay, the remaining is sine 10. Your sine 10 is equal to sine 30 degree. Okay, so therefore, based on this, okay, I am concluding that my 2n pi, sir, suppose I am putting n is equal to -1, what happens, sir? Yeah, you will get a negative angle. So that negative angle is also, that is equal to sin x only. Okay, so sine of minus 2 pi plus x is also sin x, like that. Okay, for 2 pi. Are you okay? So similarly, cos of 2n pi x is also cos x. Okay. Yes, some students are asking doubts in here. Cos x is equal to a, sin x is equal to b. Look at that here. Are you okay about this diagram? This OM, OP. Are you okay about this diagram? See here. I'm taking the point here. Okay, this is my point P. Okay, this is a comma b. Why it is a comma b? So because I am taking this distance is a, this distance is b, and radius is 1. This is radius. Okay, right. This is x, angle x. Okay, what is cos theta or cos x? Do you know that my cos x? Look at that here. I'm writing cos x is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Do you know that you have already studied in 10th standard trigonometry related functions? Cos x is equal to defined as adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is my adjacent side? So here my x is this. Adjacent side is a. Hypotenuse is 1. A by 1. That's equal to a. So therefore, I am getting my cos x value as a. Similarly, my sin x value as b. I'm sorry, this is my sin x value is b. Okay. That is, I am writing here my cos x is a, sin x b. I am here also I am writing cos x is equal to a, sin x is equal to b. Okay. Suppose if you take a point P here, what is your cos x? Your cos x value is a, sin x value is b. Suppose if you take a point here, what is your cos x? Your cos x is 0, sin x is 1. Why? Because this point is 0, 1. Okay, suppose if you take your P is here, your cos x is equal to -1, sin x is equal to 0. Why? That point is -1, 0. Your x coordinate is your cos x value, y coordinate your sin x value. Okay, and write your x value also. If you take a point here, this total angle is denoted as 180 degree or pi by 2 pi radians. Okay, the angle we can measure in two measurements, degree and radian. So therefore, I will get here, if you take a point here, that angle is 180 degree or pi by 2 radian. Sorry, pi radians. Okay, so therefore I am taking as this is pi radians. Okay, so therefore my cos pi is this a. Actually, cos x is equal to a. Are you okay, my dear student? This is cos x is equal to a is okay because of this slide. From this slide, your cos x is equal to a, sin x is equal to b. I am writing cos x is equal to a. At this point, see what is x? X means the angle. Angle is pi radians. That is, I am substituting x is equal to pi. What is my a? This is my a. My a is -1. Please try to understand. Okay, sin x. What is my sin x is equal to b? Okay, what is my x? X is pi. What is my b? B is this point. Coordinate 0. Okay, how I am taking from a and b? Because here I got it. Okay, a and b. What is this point? A means this point, coordinate. I I'm taking point P and x coordinate is my A, y coordinate is my B. Okay, so therefore I'm getting cos x is equal to A and sin x is equal to B. Based on that, I'm finding everything. Cos x is equal to A means my x means angle. Angle is pi. Okay, and the value of A is -1. My angle is pi here, and the value of the B is 0. Okay, I am just substituting these two. Okay, you please try to understand. So if you have need more explanation means I will explain one more time. Right, now come to that, the sin x is 0, x is equal to 0, sin x is 0. When x is equal to pi, sin x is 0. When x is equal to 2 pi, sin x is 0. When x is equal to 3 pi, sin x is 0. When x is equal to 4 pi, sin x is 0. When x is equal to 5 pi, that is 5 pi by 10 pi by 2, that is 5 pi. Okay, so actually this is 9 pi by 2. This is 2 pi, sorry, this is 2 pi, and this is 3 pi. This is not 3 pi by 2, this is 3 pi. This is cancelling this, we'll get 3 pi. Okay, so similarly 4 pi, 5 pi, everywhere, every angle. If your angle is 0 or pi or 2 pi or 3 pi or 4 pi, your sine of that radian, sine of that angle is 0. Please try to understand. Okay, so therefore this is in general, I'm writing in general. So okay, sir, what about pi, sir? What about minus pi? Your minus pi also 0. If you go the back side, reverse angle, minus pi, that is also 0. Minus 2 pi, that is also 0. So therefore your sin x is 0 means, okay, implies your x is equal to 2n pi. N belongs to Z. Are you okay? Once your x is 2n pi, n belongs to Z means n may be 0 also, integer. If n is 0, your x is 0. If n is 1, you will get 2 pi. Okay. I'm sorry, it is not 2 pi, it is 1 pi only. Because if your n is equal to 1, you will get 1 pi. N is equal to 2, 2 pi. N is equal to 3, 3 pi. N is equal to 4, 4 pi. N is equal to -1 means -1 pi. N is equal to -2 means -2 pi. So therefore, if your x is equal to n pi, n belongs to Z, which implies your sin x is equal to 0. Or sin x is equal to 0, which implies your x is equal to, you conclude that x is equal to n pi. Why, sir? What is the meaning of this n pi, sir? Suppose put n is equal to what is your integer? Your n maybe take it as 0 or plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 2. You can substitute any value of this integer. Put n is equal to 0 means what is your answer? Your x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 means what is the answer? Sin 0 is 0. Look at that. Your sin 0 is 0. Put x is equal to plus 1. Put x is equal to plus 1. Your x is equal to pi. Put pi here, sin pi. Your sin pi is 0 or not, verify. Your sin pi is 0. Yeah, it is 0. Put x is equal to 2, n is equal to 2, you will get 2 pi. That means you will get x is equal to 2 pi. Sin 2 pi is 0 or not. Yeah, verify that. Your sin 2 pi is 0. Okay, so that means this entire thing, your sin x is 0 means your angle, sine of the angle is 0 means your angle may be 0 or maybe pi or maybe 2 pi or maybe 3 pi or maybe 4 pi, 5 pi or maybe minus pi or minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. Okay, for all those angles, your sine value is 0. That is the meaning. That is, we are writing in general. Your sin x is 0 means your x is equal to n pi. Okay, similarly, what about your cos x? Please try that. Cos x is equal to 0 means for what are the values of x? Your cos x is 0. Please note that. Please from the table. Table is given. Your cos x is 0 means conclude that x. What about your x? Okay, so see that for what values of x, your cos x is 0. Look at that cos x. Cos x 0 in pi by 2. Okay, cos x 0 in 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2. That means odd multiples of pi by 2. Look at that. Your cos x is 0, not only all pi by 2. This is actually 2 pi by 2. Okay, this is actually 2 pi by 2. This is 3 pi by 2. This is 4 pi by 2. Cancel that, you will get 2 pi. Okay, not all multiples of pi by 2, odd pi by 2, 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, we are getting 0. Okay, right? That is pi by 2, not pi. So for odd multiples of pi by 2, the cos value is 0. For negative also. So I am writing only the positive side, positive angles. Okay, for negative angles also the same sequence follow from this left hand side, minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus left hand side also. You will get the same. Okay, the same sequence. So therefore, so the answer is 2n plus 1 pi by 2. N belongs to Z. Okay. You please now multiply your n is equal, apply n is equal to 0. What happened? N is equal to 0 means 1 into pi by 2, pi by 2. Yeah. Your x is pi by 2. Apply here. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Yeah. Cos pi by 2 is 0. See that. Suppose what are the values of n we can apply? N is equal to 0, r plus or minus 1, r plus or minus 2, etc. Okay, so when n is equal to 0 means you will get 1 pi by only pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0, right? Similarly, apply n is equal to 1, 1 into 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 pi by 2. Cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. Apply n is equal to plus 2, 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 pi by 2. Yeah, 5 pi by 2 is 0. So therefore, your cos x is 0 means your x may be 2n plus 1 pi by 2. For those values of x, that means 2n plus pi by 2, your n is 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2. For those values of x, your cos of x is 0. Please try to understand. Your sin x is 0 means your x is equal to n pi. Your cos x 0 means your x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Okay. Please take that. Please try to understand. We'll go to the next. Okay. The next one is okay. So after defining this, we conclude that. Okay. So now look at that. The reciprocal functions, reciprocal trigonometry functions. Reciprocal trigonometry function. Okay, cosecant x. What is cosecant x? Cosecant x is nothing but 1 by sin x. Reciprocal of sin x is called as cosecant x. Okay, your x is equal to x not equal to n pi. Why? Please think about that. Why, sir, you are writing so many conditions? Secant x. Your secant x is equal to 1 by cos x. But my x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. My n is an integer. N belongs to integer. Okay. And similarly, cot x. My cot x is equal to 1 by tan x. Okay. My x is not equal to n pi. N is an integer. Okay, please note that these are the reciprocal trigonometry function. Reciprocal of sin x, reciprocal of cos x, reciprocal of tan x is defined as cosecant x, secant x, cot x. Because look at that, we have already told that, okay, when x is equal to n pi, if x is equal to n pi, what is my sin x? My sin x is 0. Okay, if 0 means 1 by 0, what is the answer? It is undefined. 1 by 0 is undefined. Cosecant x is undefined. So therefore, except those values of n pi, that means at n x is equal to n pi, sin x is 0. That means other than sin 0, sin x is 0. Okay, for what values of sin x is 0, you eliminate that. Okay, for remaining values of x, you define a reciprocal function that is called as cosecant x. Okay, why your sin x is 0 means your 1 by 0 is infinity, undefined, cosecant x is undefined. Similarly, secant x is 1 by cos x is 0 on x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, x not equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, we define secant x. Similarly, cot x, COT, this is COT cot. Cot x is defined as 1 by tan x, x not equal to n pi. Okay, these are the reciprocal trigonometry functions. Okay. Right. So now look at that. We have already, I have already told that cos x is equal to A, sin x is equal to B. This is the first result we have proved because of we are considering unit circle. Okay. So therefore, what about your A square plus B square? That is also we have proved. That is 1. A square plus B square is equal to 1. Okay. So what is the A square? A cos square x plus sin square x. How do you prove this a square plus b square is equal to 1, sir? It is very simple. Because I am considering unit circle. Okay, this is A, this is B, this distance is B. This is unit circle 1. By Pythagoras theorem, right angle triangle. Pythagoras theorem, sum of the sides squares equal to square of the hypotenuse. A square plus b square is equal to 1. So that is here. A square plus b square is equal to 1. What is my A? Cos square, cos x. What is my b? Sin x. Taking square, cos square plus sin square is equal to 1. Okay, why you are writing like now, sir? It is already proved. Yes. So, if you divide this term by some sin square, what happened? Divide by sin square. This is entirely divided by sin square. Here I am getting cos square x by sin square x. Here I will get 1 only. Why? Because I am dividing by sin square by sin square, it is 1. Right hand side 1 by sin square. Okay, right. What is your cos square by sin square? Actually, cot x means 1 by tan. Actually, tan means your sin by cos. So therefore, your cot x is cos by sin. Okay, so therefore, your cos square by sin square is nothing but cot square x plus 1 equal to, okay, 1 by sin square. What is your 1 by sin? 1 by sin means cosecant. 1 by sin square means cosecant square. Are you okay? cot square x plus 1 is equal to r. 1 plus cot square is equal to the cosecant square. So this is another result. This is one result. Sin square plus cos square is equal to 1 result identity. Similarly, the another identity is 1 plus cot square is equal to cosecant square. That is another identity. Okay. And another one, you divide by cos square. You please note it. That is a homework for you. It is a only 2 line. Here I am dividing by sin square. If you divide the same term by cos square, what happens? You will get some result. Write the result. That is a homework for you. So this is first identity. This is the second identity. So you find third identity. Third identity you find. My pen is not working. You please take that third identity. This is third identity. You please note that. This is third identity. You have to find out the third identity by dividing cos square of this first identity. Okay. You will get some result. Write the result. Are you okay? Yes. So now we conclude that. In our next class, we take a table for all these values. Okay. After that, we'll go for sign of trigonometry functions. So some sign of the angle values are negative. Some angles are positive within this 0 to 2 pi. Sir, after 2 pi, that means more than 360 means again the same value repeated, sir. You told, okay, between 0 to 2 pi, some of the sign value as positive, some of the sign values as negative. Similarly, cos, some of the sign values are positive, cos values are positive, some of the cos values are negative. Okay, you please try to understand, right? So these values we will discuss in our next class. For what values are, for what angles we will get sign values are positive, for what angles of cos angles are negative, we will discuss all these things. Okay. So therefore we conclude that trigonometry function, consider a unit circle. In this we can easily find out our cos x, sin x. Cos x is A, sin x is B. Okay. So based on that, we are going to find out my cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1, cos pi is minus 1, sin pi is 0, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0, sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1, cos 2 pi is 1, cos 2 sin 2 pi is 0. So here I am writing all the values. What are the values we have found out now? I am writing all the values. Okay, we found out up to 2 pi only. I am writing more than 2 pi also. 360 or more than 360. 2 pi means 360. Okay, more than 360 also I am writing. It follows some sequence, right? So I am writing that what about sin x is equal to 0, what is your x? Cos x is equal to 0 means what is your x? Okay, so that is we are writing. And reciprocal trigonometry function, what are the cosecant x, secant x, cot x? Okay, based on that, we are going to prove that some identities cos square x plus sin square is equal to 1, 1 plus cot square is equal to cosecant square, and you have to find out the third one. How to find out, sir? You divide this term. Here I am dividing by sin square. You divide by cos square. What happened? If you divide by cos square means here it is 1. Here it is sin square by cos square. What is sin square by cos square? Write it. Here you will get 1 by cos square. What is 1 by cos square? Write it and simplify. Okay. Try to complete that. Okay. Complete that identity. If you have any doubt, you please send a message. I will teach the topic again. Otherwise, you will go to that next topic. Okay. Okay, thank you all. Thank you so much. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.